Hey YouTube, today we're going to recap the weekend, the entire play-ins of MSI 2020-25. I think it was a lot more interesting than I thought it was going to be. And honestly, I feel a little bit vindicated in the fact that it ended up going the way that it did, because I thought G2 was not that good going into MSI. But even so, I'm gonna be fair, right? I'm gonna be fair. I did not think they were going to be as bad as they were, but somehow they ended up looking absolutely awful. Like, and I don't want to take anything away from the teams that were competitive against them, especially Furia, man. I want to shout out Furia. I had a lot of hope for Furia. They were like, I've been rooting for that team ever since they got Tatu. Like at the beginning of the year, they got Tatu, and I was like, okay, you know what? I want Tatu to pop off, right? And even though I wasn't like catching up with them entirely, like I saw Guigo was on that team and Tatu, like that was enough like of a reason for me to cheer for them. So when they ended up winning in that finals, I was like, holy crap, they actually did it. So especially because Pain had what, 3 imports? Like I don't think they were the best imports, but like dang, you know. Also like Tatu's like a rookie too, so I don't know. I just, that team was so much fun to watch during the Brazilian finals, and like the fact that they ended up doing it is just, it's so good, man. It's so good. But let me just talk really about like, also like, the next thing I really wanted to talk about, obviously, was GAM, who was the other ones who ended up getting out. I think I saw a lot of people talking about the mid lane issue between freaking Emo and Ares. Like, I thought Emo was good before, you know? Even though I didn't really see much of Emo like this year, I still thought he was a decent player. But like, the way he was playing was like unacceptable in my opinion. Like I every time it felt like there was a positive play going on, it felt like he was somehow playing a different game from his teammates, essentially. And I don't know, man. It felt, I don't know. It was rough. It's like I'm not saying he was absolutely terrible, but like, you know, like it's just, there was such a huge gap between this player and the rest of his team. It's kind of crazy, you know, like it's super weird to see. But yeah, but like I said, also just, it feels bad for them. I wanted them to win. I'm a G2 hater, especially this iteration of G2. It just feels like so boring and so like, it feels like I'm watching old NA play when I watch them play. So it's probably like one of the big reasons why I really hate them. But yeah, unfortunately they ended up getting the win. I think Caps was just doing magic and they ended up getting the win. But yeah, what I really wanted to do though was go back to my tier list and go through some of the players who have played through this play-ins and try to update what I think this tier list should look like now. So I think I didn't rate Ares. I think Ares was better than I think Ares was better than Emo. I think Emo needs to go down, obviously. First player. Also, I need Guigo to go up. Do I put him here? Also, oh my god, Broken Blade. I had Broken Blade in my top 5, by the way. That is embarrassing. Like, what was I smoking? I think I just had too much belief in Broken Blade. But what I want to bring him down. I do want to bring him down, but the tournament isn't over and G2 is still in. So I won't like bring him down until afterwards. Like if G2 goes out early, then I'm going to update him, you know? But for now, I have a suspicion. Actually, let's do this. I think it's fair to do this. I am going to do this. I am going to do this. Mirwin, I apologize. I don't know. I am scared for Europe, especially. Like, what are they going to do with this whole top lane situation, man? Because I didn't have that. I like before MSI, I didn't have much hope for Mirwin. I thought I was hopeful for Broken Blade, but like I'm scared for Europe. I'm scared. Like, in terms of the top lane situation, I think your big hope was Kana, but like he's not here, so I don't know what I don't know. I listen, Europe. You better start praying Mirwin is gonna like he's gonna do some magic. Because you're up against some freaking insane top laners. So by the way, also let me just focus on Furia, because I feel like I'm too all over the place. Guigo deserves to be good. Guigo deserves to be here, I think. Kiaya, where's Kiaya? Man, I feel like I should have put Kiaya. Should I bring Kiaya higher? No, I don't want to do that. I think I'm going to leave Broken Blade here first, because even though Broken Blade has had a pretty bad just MSI, I think during his matchup versus Kiaya, he actually wasn't that bad. He was actually better than his previous games or series before. Guigo, I think he was really good versus Broken Blade, but versus Kiaya, he was kind of getting gapped by Kiaya. So at the very least, I want to put him here. And Kiaya, I feel like he was good, generally really good, but it did feel like, especially I remember the Aatrox, and there was an Aatrox game he played, it just feel like he was kind of trolling. So yeah, I don't know, I just felt like the way he was approaching fights was a little bit weird. I felt like he was just a little too disconnected from his team, so it's hard for me to put him higher on the list. Okay, if I'm going to end up making any actual changes here with the top laners, for the EU top laners, it would be bringing them down instead of bringing them up. Because if you're going to be playing at that level, you aren't actually a wild card. You are like something else. You're good, I guess, right? Like I still have to put them good here, because like relative to their own regions, they are good players, right? Like we're not gonna here pretend like freaking Irrelevant or Adam is better than Broken Blade. Like, listen, it's just the reality of the situation. It just is what it is. We gotta take it until proven otherwise, right? So for now, this is what we're gonna do. Man, I was happy. I'm happy with putting Tatu here. I'm happy Skewmon here. I saw people overrating like Skewmon to like the next dimension, bro. I saw people saying he was better than freaking Beichuan. Like, what? That's crazy. So yeah, he's not a bad player, but like he's also like he's a rookie. Like I said, we gotta give him some time to really get his mind in the game, I guess, you know. And Hans is the most overrated ADC in like I've seen this year, man. I don't know what it is, but people think he's actually really good. Like, he is a rock more so than a carry. You know, as an ADC, I see him as like kind of like Gumayushi, but like just worse, a worse version of Gumayushi. And honestly, I don't really like Gumayushi's playstyle. I'm gonna be honest. I think his thing is that he's super consistent, like to a max, right? Like I think Guma is just super consistent, and sometimes he does pop off, sort of like Hansama, right? Which is why I'm making this whole comparison. But like Hansama is just a way worse version of Guma. Also, IU. I think IU, I felt like I wanted a bit more from IU, but he was still like able to compete versus like Hansama for example. And I'm gonna put actually Artemis up here. Where's Artemis? Where the hell is Artemis? Is that where I left Artemis? I don't know. That was weird. I'm sorry, but like fun memories, if I put you down here, it's because I had a really low opinion of you. Also, Toots. Let me put in Toots. Toots, I gotta put in Toots here, man. Like, I think Toots surprised me in a really good way. Toots, you're good, man. You're good. Who else from fun memories? I feel like Elio was surprising. Actually, Kaiwing? I don't think Kaiwing should be here. Should be there. What the fudge? Did I put Kaiwing there? I guess so. I don't know. I think Elio was a lot better than what I expected. He was actually really, really solid. He was playing some good games, and I don't honestly respected GAM in general. Lebrov, I'm keeping him there. Jojo felt like he was good sometimes, but other times I felt like he was just getting gapped. So I feel like I feel like just leaving him here is still the right choice. I'm not gonna move him up. Yeah. So yeah, I think this is how I'm gonna end up doing it right now. This is my updated tier list. So yeah, I don't know. Broken Blade, I still kind of believe in him to recover. And hopefully it doesn't look completely like trash, because the way he was playing was completely unacceptable. Like, there's no way you're playing at this level, man, at an international. Like, that was just unacceptable. But yeah, and these are just the worst players. Like Emo, just completely terrible, bro. And Ares, he was like better than Emo, but he was like, bro, please be good. Can we please be good? But no, they were both not good. And Rest, I don't know. From the little bit that I've seen from him, he doesn't feel that good compared to the rest of the top laners. So yeah, this is how I'm gonna keep it for now, I think. Driver over Guigo. Yeah, this is how I'm gonna have it. Levi over Skewmond, to be honest. And yeah, that's how I'm gonna have it, to be honest. That is my updated tier list. Okay, the next thing, any other thoughts that I had on the series? I think I felt proud of GAM, proud of Furia. I want Furia to keep the roster that they have right now and keep improving. Like, I think they have a lot of space to improve, and I think they can do it. So I look forward to facing them, or I look forward to seeing the NA teams facing LTA South and at the end of the summer split in order to qualify for Worlds. So that should be a lot of fun, especially if the LTA South teams have been improving throughout the year ever since winter split, when NA went down there and completely was just sad to watch, man. Listen, I felt bad for the LTA South teams. It felt so like unplayable, but yeah. So for the next thing I want to do is do the pick'ems. The pick'ems are out. We can actually see what the matchups are going to end up being, which is Gen G versus G2. That is, oh my gosh, that is so, oh my gosh. G2 is like very much the worst team left out of all the teams that are left, without a doubt in my mind. So this is not going to be pretty. Obviously, Gen G 3-0. I feel bad for G2. This is going to be so boring to watch. I'm not going to lie. Oh my gosh. That's going to be awful to watch. The next one is going to be AL versus Fly. This one's going to be a banger. In my opinion, I think AL is still favored. I think AL feels like they just should be the favorites in my mind. As much as Fly looks good, I think Fly does look good. I just think AL is still the favorites to win this. But as an NA fan here, completely biased, I will say that Fly will clutch it out. Fly clutches it out to face Gen G in the next round. And then CFO versus T1. T1 wins this. I can see CFO taking a game. To be honest, I can see CFO taking a game. I can. So 3-1, I can see that happening. And then MKOI versus BLG, I think this actually will be kind of close, honestly. I think if MKOI shows up, has some good plans, and doesn't play scared, I think it could get messy. I think something could happen, but BLG will probably end up winning. I could see a 3-2. But I think more than likely BLG just, there's a good chance that BLG just stomps them into the ground. So that is the unfortunate reality that we live in. But yeah. But what if I'm not delusional? Put AL here. I want to try something. Okay? Let's say AL does win. And then we get G2 versus Fly. Wow, that's good. That's cool, actually. I want Fly here. Obviously, Fly wins. Fly beats G2. G2's mental boomed. It is what it is. CFO versus Koi. Jojo Magic. He does do it. Pog. Who else? In the upper bracket. Let's do this while we're at it. I think Genji wins. It's probably going to be close, but I think Genji wins. And T1 versus BLG. T1 versus BLG. Am I insane enough to say BLG wins? Bin comes back in peak Bin form. Astro Gaps Doron, the Krug Lord, and takes them to the next round in the upper bracket finals versus Genji. What a freaking match. Ooh, oh my gosh, that's crazy. I would love to see this. I think these top four, this is gonna be so much fun. Which leaves with T1 versus Fly. T1 just wins, I guess. Damn, that would suck. I don't want to see that. Hold on. What happens? What happens if Fly creates the upset, actually? What happens if Fly creates the upset? Genji still wins. It would be G2 versus AL. AL wins. Fly versus MKOI. That would be a hype matchup. Fly wins, obviously. I'm sorry, EU fans. If any EU fan is watching, I'm sorry. Then T1 versus AL. Wait a minute. Genji proceeds. I think T1 wins because it's T1. Dang. We'd still have to face T1 and BLG. Pain. That's painful, actually. Can we beat T1? I don't think so. I don't think we can. I don't think we can. Hold on. What if T1... Hold on, because I'm trying to see something here. What if T1 wins versus BLG? Because I feel like we can beat BLG. I don't know why. I feel like we can't beat T1, but it feels like BLG feels like because of Bei Chuan, man. It's Bei Chuan, man. I feel like I think Bei Chuan is good relative to his region, but he's not good. You know what I'm saying? AL wins versus BLG, which leaves Fly versus AL. Fly wins in the rematch. Holy, wait a minute. And then Genji wins. Wait, so that means we would be the second highest rated region, and we would get 3 slots at Worlds instead of just 2 because of Riot decision making. Hold up. We are cooking. Fly versus T1. That would be super hype. Oh my gosh. I think T1 just wins, realistically. Or we can just go with Fly versus Genji. Genji ends up winning. It just is what it is. Hey, FlyQuest the finals. I don't think we win the finals, but like FlyQuest the finals would be hype for the ultimate rematch from Worlds. Genji versus Fly. Oh my gosh, cinema, absolute cinema. I think that's how it is. I'm so delusional, man. I am so delusional. Oh my gosh. Listen, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to anybody who is an NA fan watching me going through this. But yeah, this is what I think is going to end up happening. True and facts. But yeah, I think that's it for today. For now. Honestly, Europe, I don't know what to say, man. You guys have been saying that you guys are actually better than the LPL ever since the last tournament, the first stand. Freaking top esports is not a real team, man. That freaking team pissed me off, man. Freaking just, it was so disgusting to watch them play how they did during that international. It was just unacceptable, bro. Like, it just disgusting. And so yeah, let's go FlyQuest. I believe. Shout out to Furia again. Shout out to GAM. They both put up, a lot of, like really, really good moments during their play-ins, and it made this play-in stage probably the most fun I've ever had through, in a play-in stage, like, ever. So yeah, man. But yeah, that's it for now. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you guys in the next one.